You have been manipulated today. Not once. Not twice. Hundreds of times. And the most disturbing part? You smiled through all of it. Right now, somewhere in a boardroom. A team of psychologists is studying you. Not your demographics. Not your age or your income. Your fears. Your insecurities. Your deepest desires. And they are using everything they find to make you open your wallet. This is not a conspiracy theory. This is a billion-dollar science. And by the end of this video, you will never look at an advertisement the same way again. Let me prove it to you right now. Think about the last thing you bought that you did not need. Got it? Now ask yourself honestly. Did you decide to buy that? Or were you guided there? Because here is what the advertising industry discovered over 50 years of research. Human beings do not make purchasing decisions with logic. They make them with emotion. And then they use logic to justify what emotion already decided. Every single time. In 1957, a market researcher named James Vickery made a claim that terrified the world. He said he had secretly flashed the words "eat popcorn and drink Coca-Cola" on a movie screen. Each flash lasting just 1/3000th of a second. Too fast for the conscious mind to register. And he claimed popcorn sales jumped 18%. Coca-Cola sales jumped nearly 60%. The world panicked. Governments considered banning subliminal advertising. The public was outraged. But here is what almost nobody knows. Vickery later admitted he made the whole thing up. The experiment never happened. And yet, the advertising industry did not relax. They got more sophisticated. Because they realized something. They did not need subliminal messages. The conscious mind was already easy enough to manipulate. Here is how they do it. Technique number 1. Fear of missing out. In 2009, researchers at the University of Rochester discovered that the human brain processes potential losses twice as powerfully as equivalent gains. Losing $100 feels twice as bad as gaining $100 feels good. Advertisers know this. This is why you never see ads that say, "Buy this and feel good." You see ads that say, "Limited time offer. Only 3 left in stock. Sale ends tonight." Your brain does not hear a discount. Your brain hears a threat. And threatened brains do not think clearly. They act. Technique number 2. Social proof manipulation. In 1951, psychologist Solomon Asch ran an experiment. He showed people 2 lines on a card. One obviously longer than the other. Then he put them in a room with actors who all confidently said the shorter line was longer. 75% of participants agreed with the obviously wrong answer. Just to conform. Just to fit in. Advertisers weaponized this completely. This is why every product shows you 5-star reviews first. This is why advertisements say, "Join 10 million satisfied customers." Your brain does not evaluate the product. Your brain evaluates the crowd. And your brain is terrified of being the only one not buying. Technique number 3. Identity hijacking. This is the most powerful and most dangerous technique of all. In 2002, Harvard Business School professor Gerald Zaltman published research showing that 95% of all purchasing decisions happen in the subconscious mind. 95%. Before your conscious mind even gets involved. The decision is already made. And the trigger for that subconscious decision is almost always identity. Not what the product does, but what the product says about who you are. Apple does not sell computers. Apple sells the identity of a creative rebel. Nike does not sell shoes. Nike sells the identity of an unstoppable athlete. Rolex does not sell watches. Rolex sells the identity of a man who has made it. When you buy these products, you are not buying a thing. You are buying a version of yourself. A version that advertisers carefully constructed, specifically to make you feel incomplete without it. Technique number 4. The anchoring trap. In 1974, psychologists Amos Tversky and Daniel Kahneman discovered something that permanently changed economics. They found that the first number a person sees permanently distorts every number they see after it. This is called anchoring. And every retailer on the planet uses it on you every single day. Original price, $1,000. Sale price, $400. Your brain does not evaluate whether $400 is fair. Your brain only compares it to the anchor. $1,000. And suddenly $400 feels like a victory. Even if the product was never worth more than $200. Even if the original price was completely fabricated. Which it almost always is. Technique number 5. Scarcity engineering. Amazon shows you only 4 left in stock. Booking.com tells you 8 people are looking at this hotel right now. Ticketmaster flashes, hurry, seats are filling fast. None of this information is necessarily true. All of it is designed to activate one single part of your brain. The amygdala. Your brain's threat detection center. The same system that kept your ancestors alive when a predator was nearby. When the amygdala fires, rational thinking shuts down. Your prefrontal cortex goes offline. And you buy. Not because you decided to, but because your ancient survival brain took over your modern shopping brain. Now here is what this means for your wealth. The average American is exposed to between 4,000 and 10,000 advertisements every single day. Every single day. Each one designed by psychologists. Each one targeting a specific emotional vulnerability. And research shows the average American spends $18,000 per year on things they did not plan to buy. $18,000. In 10 years that is $180,000. Gone. Not stolen. Willingly handed over. Because you did not understand the psychological mechanisms being used against you. But here is something the advertising industry never wants you to know. Awareness destroys the manipulation. In 2016, researchers at the University of Amsterdam found that people who were told about persuasion techniques before being exposed to advertisements were almost completely immune to them. The techniques did not stop working on other people, but for people who understood them, they lost their power almost entirely. This is called the persuasion knowledge effect. And it is the most valuable financial tool you will ever have. Because every dollar that advertising psychology steals from you is a dollar that cannot be invested, cannot grow, cannot build the life you actually want. So here is what you do starting today. When you feel urgency, pause. Real opportunities do not disappear in 30 minutes. Manufactured urgency does. When you feel social pressure, question it. 10 million people buying something is not proof it is worth buying. It is proof that 10 million people were successfully marketed to. When you feel like a product will complete your identity, ask yourself one question. Who told me I was incomplete without it? Because somebody did. And they got paid to tell you that. The advertising industry spends $500 billion every year studying how to get inside your mind. You just spent 10 minutes learning how they do it. That knowledge is now yours forever. And knowledge is the only thing that cannot be taken back once you have it. Now I have a question for you. Which of these 5 techniques have you fallen for most? Tell me in the comments below. I read every single one. And if this video genuinely changed how you see the world around you, share it with one person right now. Not later. Right now. Because somewhere today, someone you care about is being manipulated out of their financial future. And you just learned how to warn them. If you want to keep understanding the hidden psychology behind money, wealth, and human behavior, subscribe to PsychoWealth and hit the bell. Because next week, we are going to expose something even darker. Something that does not just affect what you buy. It affects what you believe, what you value, and who you think you are. You do not want to miss it. This is PsychoWealth. And this is just the beginning.